Hey everyone, back at the ShoeU. Thank you so much for tuning in with my Seahawks gear because they're playing the Patriots tonight, so I got to rep appropriately. In other news, we are continuing our tournament. As you guys know, in the last video we had the PG3 and the PG4s. The PG4s advanced and we'll be facing the winner of the LeBron Soldier 13s. Yes, the LeBron Soldier 13s and the LeBron 7s. Let's just get right into this and start talking about the traction. So the traction on these guys, it's a very interesting contrast of styles if you look at the bottom. On the bottom on the Soldiers, you have a very typical herringbone pattern and setup that looks like it would perform well. On the LeBron 7s, you have this interesting, I don't even know what to call it, contrast in styles that has herringbone on both sides but in an interesting pattern with this interesting division in the midsole. For me, the traction on the LeBron 7s performed better than the Soldier 13s. These guys, performed great on all types of surfaces. I was very satisfied with how comfortable they were as well. But in addition to that, the traction, while neither of these are dominant by any means, LeBron 7 does just enough for me to recommend them over the LeBron Soldier 13s. Alright, so the materials of the shoe on the LeBron 7s and on the Soldier 13s are very different, at least in my opinion. First of all, visually speaking, when you look at the shoes side by side, on the Soldiers you obviously have this laceless stuff. It's not like the fast fits, the fast fit technology we see on the Kobe's or on the Jordan 33s. This is just some sort of pull tab formula. And of course you have your traditional setup here on the LeBron 7s. And then you go into the actual shoe itself. I personally feel like, with this Air Max, the way this shoe just looks and the setup of it compared to this Soldier approach where it's very basic, it's not high-end stuff that they're using on this shoe, I gotta give it to the LeBron 7s. Of course you have this Air Max on here which is full length, you can see it, something about this look where you can see the actual Air Max makeup on a shoe is really cool in my opinion. Some people that like to have a shoe where you get a lot of court feel, this might not be for them, but for me I love it. In addition to that, the shoe makeup is really nice. It's very high-end. I've worn them a fair amount and there hasn't been a whole lot of wear and tear on these guys. As far as the LeBron Soldier 13s go, it's an okay shoe with the materials. I just think this setup is very flimsy. For me, I haven't had a great experience playing them because I could never get the right fit, and that was just unfortunately a big letdown. So the materials go to the LeBron 7s. Alright, so even though the outcome has been determined that the LeBron 7s will advance, price efficiency is the last point I want to touch on. The LeBron Soldier 13s retail for $140 and the 7s for $200. Keep in mind, when these guys originally came out, I believe they were around $130 to $140 10 years ago. Thanks a lot, inflation. So with that being said though, I have a hard time recommending the LeBron 7s because $200 is a lot of money to spend on this shoe, comparing this with LeBron 16s or the 17s, which are around $185 to $200, the same amount. With better technology and better stuff, I would give them the edge. And I think that's just too much for this shoe. The LeBron Soldier 13, despite its flaws, I think if you're able to get the right fit here and mess around with it, that can be the one saving grace. It's just overall for $200, I feel like that's a lot of money to spend on a pair of shoes, especially like LeBron 7s. So I'm going with the Soldier 13s for price efficiency, the one category that it will win, but still LeBron 7s will be advancing to the next round. I just have a hard time, $200 for these these LeBron 7s, it's so much because when I was in high school I know how much they came out for, and the fact that they've hiked up the prices is just kind of nauseating in a way for me. Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video. The LeBron 7s will advance to face off against the PG4s. And in our next video, we have the second to final matchup for this opening round of the ShoeU tournament. It's getting to the interesting portions of this first round. As you guys know, if you follow March Madness, we're getting to like the last four in type of teams that barely made it in. So bear with us. You never know. Sometimes one of those last four in teams can make a Cinderella run. Who knows? That might happen. Gotta keep you guys waiting to find out. Again, the LeBron 7's good shoe. The $200 is a lot of money. That's why for the price efficiency category, I did favor the Soldiers. I just think it's a lot. These guys were on sale, I think, down to like $150 or $140 at one point. And the Soldier 13s, these are on the Exodus because the LeBron Soldier 14s have already come out, and some more colorways will be coming out as fall advances. So let me know in the comments section below if you agree. Do you like the 7s or do you like the Soldiers more? Let's go ahead and take a look at the updated bracket. So here it is, the LeBron 7s advancing as I mentioned, and in our next battle we will have the Zoom Freak 1s against the Zoom Heritage N7. Of course, the Zoom Freak 1s were the debut shoe of Giannis Antetokounmpo, now a 2-time MVP, and the Zoom Heritage N7s, one of the more under the radar shoes. Looking forward to seeing you guys for that one. Have a good day.